We're talking about facial liposuction, jawline sculpting, neck sculpting. Listen, what is hot is hot. Some of the key things here, like look at these sculptures. They're attractive. These faces are attractive. It's this sharp cervical mental angle. Even this mannequin has a sharp cervical mental angle. That's attractive. Men, female, sex orientation, gender preference, all of those things. What's attractive is attractive. It's just, that's the key. So how do we use liposuction, facial micro liposuction, or sculpting of the jawline to achieve that? So this is a liposuction cannula. It's sterilized, but then I opened it, obviously. So a key thing is, one thing I do, I think, and I do it well, is make a little poke behind each ear, and then that's where the cannula enters, and to really be able to get close to this jawline, to define, to allow the skin to suck back in, to get that kind of snatched look. You know, there's a lot of devices out there. There's energy devices, there's heat devices. We can use those to tighten the skin. But first, I think the important point is to use a blunt cannula. I'm going to try to get close to the camera here. Blunt tip cannula that has these little. This is a Mercedes type cannula, and you can really be quite aggressive with this. And by aggressive, I mean you can get close to the structures that are important. In the face, it's the jawline. Just under the jawline. Now, an important point there is this nerve that controls the movement of the lip. When you smile, the nerve runs right about there. So, you know, you have to be cautious, and you have to know which layer that nerve runs in, and you have to be careful with delivering heat or energy because you can really damage the nerve. If you just bump the nerve with this cannula, it can be weak for a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but it won't be injured, it won't be burned. So I think that's a key point. Using the right instruments and the right technology, but not overusing instruments or technology. When our hands can get a good results, we should take good results that we can get. So that's key. That's the neck. And I can draw some here with my trusty companion Snatch. That's what we're going to call him. I've decided. He's in all my videos. So this is a key anatomical mark. So the thyroid cartilage, that's in men, I have a nice strong one. Men have a sharp, defined Adam's apple or thyroid notch. So I raise the skin all the way to that point and a little bit further. The key there is once you raise this skin, I'm raising this skin off the platysma muscle, raising the skin all the way down, you have these two band-like muscles. The platysma muscle has a belly going this way, and then it can desiccate or separate in the midline, and a band going this way. And we raise the skin all the way off that with a spatulated cannula. Spatulated cannula is exactly what it sounds like a spatula you would make pancakes with. It helps us raise that skin in an effective and smooth way. So we raise that skin off, the skin off of the platysma muscle. That's the layer of fat that we're after. Typically, there is subplatysmal fat, but to get to that, I'll get into a little later. This preplatysmal fat, this fat below this, first the skin, dermal fat, the preplatysmal fat, that's the one we're after. I'm raising these off, and then we let it suck back down together. And the key, you know, I'm kind of becoming known for this buccal fat procedure. This, in conjunction or in adjunct to buccal fat procedure, can really help define that jawline, can give people that that tight cervical mental angle. Mine's like average, but my cervical mental angle's average. And that really helps you define that. And when I say acute, you want it to come up and down. People can have an obtuse cervical mental angle. That can be that kind of turkey neck look. We do not like that. That is not snatched. But a tight cervical mental angle just enhances that sharpness, that good sharp cervical liposuction, platysmal rasping, subdermal rasping, to allow those those tissues to fibrose together, to kind of scar together. So here we're doing some facial liposuction, some neck liposuction. I'm really defining that jawline. You can see the cannula under the skin lifting. It's all about shadows, curves, and angles. I have another little lecture about shadows and angles, and it's about having shadows and angles in the right spot. So that's a key point, and I think I'm good at that, and every day I'm learning more and more, but I really appreciate those shadows and angles. I have a ring light on here, and it's allowing you to really see the angle in this woman's jaw. This is how makeup artists, magazine, photo editors, these are things that it's second nature to them. It's second nature to a facial plastic surgeon who specializes in facial sculpting as well. We're all kind of on the same realm. Some are better than others, but so I think those are key aspects of this neck liposuction, facial liposuction, jawline sculpting. The other way to do that is to project into the skin. So if you augment the angle of the jaw, meaning add volume, give filler. I like Radius, I like Voluma, I like Restylane Lift for this because those are the firmer products. You can project into the angle of the jaw, can pull the skin back that way a little bit, which taunts that lower face, helps sculpt the buccal fat, lower cheek area, and define that jawline. It's impressive how much the buccal fat pad can help define the jawline. I believe, and I think I'm right, that when you push the cheek in this way, you allow that jawline, you allow that skin over the jawline to become tightened more. So those procedures are symbiotic. They're mutually beneficial, and that's a key point that should be appreciated. So that's all I have to say about that. This is a liposuction cannula you can use in the face. You can use this to define the upper lip. I'm working on something right now that's a non-surgical upper lip lift, and that's to rasp the orbicularis muscle as well as the subdermal aspect of the upper lip to get the lip to curl up a little bit and to shorten that. I actually am a good upper lip lift candidate. Look how big my upper lip is. It's huge. When I wore a mustache for a while, I have a good lip for a mustache, which means I can hide my upper lip. Doesn't go well these days, so maybe I'll bring it back one day. But anyways, yeah, so facial liposuction, microfacial liposuction, all in adjunct to define that neck, jawline, and to really give that sharp, defined look.